looks really blurry. Oh no. Just took it a second to pop in. Alright, let's see what errors it gives me this time. Well, this time it's not reporting encoder overload. But I don't know what that actually means down here. Alright, the choppiness is gone. That actually seems to have fixed it. It's a bit blurrier by the looks of it, but that should be alright. When I was watching, I didn't see any encoding lag. I don't know if you guys did. But I'm not getting reports of encoding lag or dropped frames. So I'm just going to do another quick run around. Yo, yeah, sorry. Because it might have switched streams. Yeah, it's just a bit blurrier. But that's also because it's 480p. So it's not getting the encoding lag now. Not that I'm going to be playing Operation Body Count at any point, but that was one of the games that was giving problems. We'll have to see how it looks in Veil of Darkness. Nope, I have to spell Veil right. Alright, and I'll actually have to send out some stream links. There we go. Control all, copy, tweet. It should look a lot better now. It's probably going to look a little bit blurry compared to the real footage, but it'll look much better. And hopefully this will get rid of some of the other errors I was getting, like the wrong resolution, which it hasn't popped up with so far. So time to play Veil of Darkness. From reading the manual, I think this game was like not a solo man project, but it had one designer and he was really into this game. He has like a whole designer notes at the bottom talking about like why he made it and why he was so invested in it. And good for him, because it's a really good game. I don't know whether that was a joke or actually meant to be at me about being in the wrong resolution. I assume it's a joke because it's below 8K. You know I'm dumb. I've already seen all this, so we can skip it. Restore. End of stream. It's Maria. No, Carmen. The other one's Maria. Is this one Maria and that one's... Oh, hang on. Which one are you again? Oh. I've forgotten this one's name. It's a bit rude of me. Oh man, this game feels so good to be playing. Oh, wow, no, those cycles need to come down. I left it at 30,000 for that game. That's better. Alright, Veil of Darkness, where did we leave off? So we burned the man alive, and we've only got, and dispel one dead but forced to serve as our next one. And then a youth in madness he shall willingly heal. And we know stuff about making the potion for healing the girl. And we know that there's an extra town to go to, the other village. Village 1 and Village 2. Let's go to the other village. I was thinking maybe we could go to the normal village and get the lock of hair, but I think the other village is the way to go for now. Are you guys getting music for this? Because it's not showing up on my... Why aren't you... You were playing the music before. I saw you. Oh, there we go. It was just really quiet for some reason. Now you should be getting music. Let me know if I need to turn it up. But it doesn't seem too bad. No, there is a thing to take. There is a shovel. And a parsley branch. Don't know what the hell that is. What's a shovel? Okay, it's just some sort of item. Oh, hang on. No, I need to clear up my inventory. Before we go to this village, I am going to go to the other one. I need to go to the main guy's house and just dump stuff in Kirill's house. Things that I don't need at the moment. Alright, so we definitely don't need this anymore. So we can drop that. That's coins. It's got a cigar in it. We might as well drop this. I think from my reading, I only need one mushroom. I might be able to sell the rest. No, don't need that. No. Give me that. So I need one mushroom for something in the game. The rest I should be able to sell, hopefully. So I'll put them down there. There we go. Strength potion and a full elixir. I think a full elixir heals you, but I'm not certain. It's also got coins. Oh. So I got a full bag and a pouch full of coins. Empty pouch. And this has got items I think I need. That's my empty pouch. Alright. So basically I switched over from... You can put bags in bags, yeah. You can stack bags. That's the best way to make... It's like Ultima. The best way to use your inventory, technically, would be to put bags within bags within bags. It still weighs the same. But you get a lot larger area of storage. But I don't need... I've got plenty of room at the moment. I've got an empty pouch, and that's not even full, so... But by late game, I might need to do that just to switch things around. Can you tell me... I do need to buy fennel seeds. Annabelle, I want to buy those fennel seeds you talked about before. Just this second. Of course, if you want to buy them for a silver piece, I'll sell them to you. I'll buy them. Thanks, here are your seeds. Can you tell me about parsley? Would you like to buy some parsley? I should throw you out for even trying to sell me parsley. It's an evil plant, and I'll have nothing to do with it. I suggest you get rid of it before someone else sees you carting it around. Ooh. I put it on top of my food. What's so evil about parsley? Where I come from, I don't care what they do where you come from. It's evil, I tell you. They say its roots grow all the way down to hell itself, and that only murderers grow parsley. Ah, so that's a hint that the place we got it from, there might be a murderer there. Mushrooms? Would you like to buy a mushroom? I don't know. Those things cause temporary blindness when you eat them. Then again, they do have some good properties when properly cured. Alright, if you want to part with one of the mushrooms, I'll give you a silver piece. Do you want to sell me one of the mushrooms? Yes. Thank you very much. You saved me the time it would have taken to pick this stuff myself. Here's your silver piece. Yes? Oh, I think she said she's full up. Yeah, she doesn't want any more mushrooms. Okay. Well, we got some money out of her. I know she doesn't want mushrooms, but she's getting them. Alright, so that's an important item. I don't think parsley's actually important. I think I just need to know about it. Do I have any other... Well, there's not a werewolf, so you're right about that. Oh, that's the fennel branch. Okay, that can go in there. There definitely wasn't a werewolf there, because the werewolf is at the farm. So, I mean, you're right. Might as well get the lock of hair while I'm here. Oops. I mean, I've cleared out a good amount of my inventory. I'm only counting 19 pounds now. Little boy! Little boy, I have come for you with my machete and my mace. How about the lock of hair, mate? I know he told me about the hair. I've forgotten the girl's name now, so I can't ask him. I need to go check what her name... Oh, Sybil. Sybil? No, I got the sneeze wart from the farm. Sybil? Helps if I spell the name right. Okay, no, it's not Sybil. Well, if it is, I spelled it wrong. I also need to make a save and test drinking the strength potion. Because I don't know whether it's a temporary effect or if once I've drunk it, it might be Sybil with a C, you're right. Or whether once I've drunk it, I've got strength forever. And strength for a good amount of time sounds like a good idea. Incoming creepy music. What is your child's name? Oh, Natalia. I should write that down. Natalia. Well, so much for searching the other village. I've immediately returned to this one and been like, give me all your stuff. Does the video look noticeably different? Is it blurrier or are the words harder to read? Because using this one at low bitrate isn't recommended, but I don't have much choice at the moment. Natalia. Anton, your father tells me you have a very good friend who is sick. Blah, blah. We already read this. Natalia. You're not stupid. Sorry, locks. I know it means a lot to you, but can I have the lock of hair Natalia gave to you? But if I give it to you and Natalia dies, then I won't have anything to remember her by. I'll tell you what, you can borrow it for a while, but I want it back, okay? Alright. Bye, kid. Bye. Thanks for the hair. Oh, wrong one. Right, now it's time to search the other village at least. Which I believe is where the dead man is. So what do we got to do with the dead man? And dispel one dead but forced to serve. Okay, well I don't know if that's going to be in here. So this guy is growing parsley, which apparently is only something murderers do. He's also got some skulls out the front, which already makes me a bit wary of him. There's a lovely fountain. Another house. And a smith. And a house down here. Let's start with this house. Is there something wrong with you? You just got a really long shirt on, love. I don't know who you are, but we don't like strangers bothering us here. Everyone knows Christiana can't speak, and there's nothing I can do for you. It would be best if you leave. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. I just barged into your house. My name's Darth. I'm the outsider that crashed here not too long ago. So, you're the one I've heard about. I'd be careful if I were you. Outsiders don't tend to live long around here. It's a shame Christiana is in that trance of hers. She was always interested in stories of the outside world. Christiana is very pretty. Is she your daughter? No, she's not, but I've been like a mother to her. Nobody else is willing to take care of the girl, so I do. What happened to her must have been terrible. She doesn't deserve this, you know. Do you know what happened to her? Have you tried finding a way to get her to snap out of the trance? I don't know the whole story, actually. Actually, I don't know much of the story at all. Only Christiana knows the whole truth. She's been in this trance since shortly after the death of her betrothed, Kirill's son. For the life of me, I can't recall his name. Should write down Kirill as well, just so I don't... Because he's an important person. And his name's a little bit funny to spell. It's just Kirill. There's not more than one. I've tried everything I could think of to get her to snap out of this trance, but nothing's worked. I've spoken names of people and places, anything to jog her memory. If you can do better, go ahead and try. Well, I probably need to know Kirill's son. The girl just stares blankly at you. Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything in here. There's something wrong with her. So this is a smith. I believe he's a silversmith. Hello there, what can I do for you today? My name's Erasmus. Is Fenris here at all? I take it from the sign outside that you're a silversmith. What kind of things do you make? Silver things. Well, I suppose I can forge just about anything from silver. I can also plate a lot of things, if that's what you would like. Would you be interested in forging me something? You bet I would, but you're going to have to tell me what it is you want forged. Why, just the other day I had that crazy grave digger, Craigraw, in here asking me if I would make him a silver weapon. Now, making a weapon is no problem, but when I told Craigraw how much silver I would need, he just about fell over dead. Why would Craigraw want you to make a weapon from silver? Why? Because silver has some unique magical properties, that's why. It's the only metal that those walking dead seem to fear. I guess Craigraw has seen a number of those foul creatures near the graveyard. If I supplied everything you need, could you craft a weapon of silver? I sure could, but like I said, it will take a lot of silver. Oh, I'd say at least 12 pieces. That's enough for a small sword, but doesn't include my fee, which is another 3. So he wants 15. What about plating? What kind of things can you plate? Just about anything, I guess, but I can't read your mind. You're going to have to tell me what it is you want plated. Okay, so it's going to cost 15 silver to get a weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that'll only leave me with 2 silver, but I know I need it, so... I don't even want to ask where you got this much silver. This will take a while. I must say, that was a little more difficult than I thought. Silver is such a soft metal, but I did it. Here's your sword. So that doesn't leave us with a lot of gold. Only 2 bits. But we'll be able to get more. That's not a problem. This can do 40 points of damage. But It's more important for other things. A lot of the weapons in this game are specialized. Maces for skeletons. The machete has another use. The silver swords for the Walking Dead. I believe I need to get it blessed as well. Hello, old lady. If you came looking for Constantine, he's in the other room. Constantine, is he your son? Excuse me while I spit out these leaves. Yes, Constantine's my son, the only one I've got. Nobody ever comes here to see me, so I figured you're here to see him. Aw. If you don't mind me asking, what exactly are you chewing on? It's the wacky tobacco. Bethany, it sort of tastes like mint, so I like the taste. And it's supposed to cleanse the blood. If you really want to know what it's good for, you'll have to ask Annabelle. It tastes like mint leaves? Do you mind if I try one? Sorry, but I don't have many of the leaves left, and they're really hard to find from what Constantine tells me. He's the one that goes out and picks the stuff. If you want some, you'll have to ask him where he finds it and get your own. Alright, so I'm going to have to ask you about Bethany. Bye, old lady. You're right, I don't want to talk to you. Right, that leads that side. That was the wrong door. Okay. What's this way? Him? What's this way? More house. Nothing here. Is this a thing I can take? No. Any books? Nope. And just another room. Okay. There was nothing of interest this way. It would have been nice if that door just said, there's nothing of interest, go away. Hello, I'm Constantine. As you can see, I'm a collector of sorts. Well, actually, I'm a historian, but I also collect relics of this valley. What kind of history do you study? I devote most of my time to this valley's past. I'm particularly interested in Nikolai, the lord that ruled this valley before it was engulfed in shadow, and his sons. So, Can, from the book, is the son of Nikolai. And he became a vampire because, if you remember when we read the story in the thing, he was desperate to find his, a book for his girlfriend. And he rode there to go give it to her. But Nikolai and the sons were already there with implied beating and rape of the girl. And they dragged her out, murdered her, and forced Can to drink the blood. And after that, he felt something change within him. He went back to the library and took it over. And he found the book that was there. That the guy that was running it was like, it's evil. And he read it, and it did something to his mind. And basically a whole bunch of dark magic happened. And Can became some kind of vampire. Ended up draining Nikolai and telling him that every one of his sons would die. All of his brothers, he'd kill all his brothers. And since then, Can has been luring people into the valley, trying to get himself killed. And we're obviously the latest attempt. Whatever happened to this Lord Nikolai? He was murdered by his son Can. At least that's what I believe. The records say it was a thief, you see. There was no proof, and with his father and brothers dead, Can won dominance of the valley. Why would a thief want to kill Nikolai? It sounds more like an assassination. I agree, but it was written that on the night of Nikolai's death, many valuables were stolen from the Lord's castle. Among these valuables was Nikolai's signet ring. As you see, it was thought that the thief attempted to steal the ring while Nikolai slept. When the Lord awoke, he must have struggled with the thief. He was stabbed in the back with a dagger. No one was there to hear Nikolai's cries for help, so he bled to death in the passing of an hour. Relics. No sons. How many sons did Nikolai have? There were 7. Alexander, Fyodor, Nathan, Michael, Can, Christensen, and the youngest Peter. So that's a lot of people to talk about. What do you know about Alexander? He was a warrior, one of the finest swordsmen ever from what I've read. He eventually made his match though. He duelled with a stranger never before seen in the valley. Alexander was killed and then beheaded with his own rapier. That part of the story is actually in the manual. The stranger was sort of possessed by Can. Though Can was just riding along and I think giving him strength without realizing. He ripped open Alexander's chest and then chopped his head off with a sword and then got hung. After the duel, the strange swordsman took Alexander's head up to the bar and deposited it there, as if it were a bag of coins. That is how the tavern got its name, the Severed Head. So I might need to remember Alexander and ask about him at the Severed Head. I already spelled his name wrong, so I spelled it our way. Alexander. Instead of fleeing, this man waited for the Lord's guard to seize and hang him. He never resisted, only laughed as he was dragged to the gallows and hung. This Theodore, what kind of son was he? Oh, he was a vain, terribly vain. He abused his father's position and spent his coins on booze and wenching, while once when his father was away, Theodore had coined him into his own image upon it. Nikolai was furious when he returned from his travels. He had many of the coins found and destroyed, but I think to this day some of the coins still exist. In the end, Theodore must have angered some unknown person because he was found in a dark alley with his skull split open. I don't think there was many that grieved the death of Theodore. Do you know much about Nathan? Nathan loved to hunt, as he spent a lot of time in the small cottage he had built in the dark forest. That's probably a place we're going to have to go. He died in a hunting accident, I believe. It was thought that a bear or wolf got to him. Of course, there wasn't much of his body left, so it was hard to tell. What is known about Michael? Michael was the weakest of the brothers, so he dedicated his life to scholarly duties. Unfortunately, before he grew into full manhood, he died of some disease. What did you learn about Christensen? A fine minstrel from all that I've read. Like all of his brothers, he too died a strange and mysterious death. Can, what can you tell me about him? I'd prefer not to discuss the evil one. Suffice to say, he's the thing that brought all this evil to the valley. He rules completely. No one can oppose him. The people of this valley are his sustenance, which he feeds upon. Peter, the youngest son, did he die as well? Although his body was never found, it was believed that he drowned. The pony he had been riding was found washed ashore. I should imagine that his body's probably sunk to the bottom of Blackwater's murky depths. What's this Blackwater you mentioned? It sounds like a lake, but I don't recall seeing any water in the valley. I mean, besides the swamp we've been to. You're right, it is a lake, and a large one at that. It lies in the very centre of this valley. Not very many people go there. It's supposed to be inhabited by will-o-wisps, creatures that feed on a human's life force. From what I remember, legends say there's an island in the centre of the lake. Of course, nobody has crossed that body of water since the old ferryman drowned. That was well over 100 years ago. He talked about relics, but we seem to have skipped over that. I must say, there seems to be some interesting stuff here. Is there anything you would sell? Ah, a fellow collector, my apologies, but most of the relics here are very valuable to me. Although, I do have one piece, a talisman of sorts that I would part with for 2 silver coins. I haven't a clue what it may be good for. You might want to brave a trip to that old witch at the crossroads. She might tell you. That's if she doesn't eat you first. Do you want to buy the talisman? Yeah, might as well. Thank you. I do hope you find some use for the charm. Remember, the old witch at the crossroads might know what it's good for. I'd hate the thought of taking your money for a worthless trinket. Betony. What do you know about a plant called betony? Betony. My mother likes to chew this stuff. It's not easy to find, but I discovered a small patch in a remote place in the cemetery. I picked the patch clean last time I was there, but betony grows fast. There might be some more there now. Okay, so the cemetery is obviously a place we're going to have to go to get betony. I suppose you are here to speak to the magistrate. You will find him in the next room, sir. And please, sir, do not keep him long. Alexei realizes his duty as Cannes magistrate, but he hates to be bored by little unimportant things. Okay. I am 100% broke again, yeah, I've got no money. But that's alright. I'll make money back. Unless you mean the video's broke, which I don't think you do, but... Look at that cool position he's got. Great, another villager. What can I do for you? And please be quick, for I don't like those who waste my time. I didn't come to waste your time. I'm Daft, the one who crashed the other day. So you're the one. In that case, I'm glad you came here. I'm the magistrate of this valley. It is Can, the Dark Lord himself, who has given me this power to govern this domain of his, which I shall do in a cool pose and position. I will tell you what I tell all outsiders. Obey my laws. If you don't, you'll find yourself hanging right outside beside that murderer, Ambrose. And what exactly are those laws that I must obey? Let it suffice to say that anything that doesn't please me or my master is considered breaking the law. Well, that's a bit hard. In the meantime, you might want to take it upon yourself to do some good. Being an outsider, I'm sure you've heard need of some money. Well, there just happens to be a way you can earn yourself a nice purse of silver. A purse of silver, eh? Come to think of it, I could use the coins. I really could. What do I have to do? There's one in the valley who is a werewolf, a lycanthrope. Can usually let such creatures live, for it pleases him, but this werebeast has become most troublesome. Slay it, and the bounty is yours. Kill a werewolf? I don't have the slightest idea how to kill a werewolf, let alone find out who it is. Legends say that if you confront such a beast in human form, and brand that person a werewolf, thus revealing its secret, that it will change into the wolf. The werebeast must then kill all who know its true identity, before it can once again take on its human form. So you see, finding out who the werewolf is only part of the problem. You must also kill the beast, and I can tell you this, no normal weapon can kill such a thing. Murderer? Not you too. I've had more unrest after the hanging of Ambrose than I should put up with. As far as I'm concerned, Ambrose is the one that killed Edward. If you beg to differ, I'll tell you what, I told all the others. Find me proof that it was another's hand that took Edward's life, and I'll hang him too. You mean you might have hung an innocent man? Are you sure it was him, I mean? As far as I'm concerned, it was Ambrose who spilled Edward's blood. Even if it wasn't, I had to hang someone. Oh boy. If you can bring me 3 pieces of evidence that it was someone else, I'll hang the true murderer. Do you have any evidence on you that may make me believe that it was someone else who murdered Edward? I found this piece of torn shirt in Edward's house. It was probably torn from the shirt of Edward's murderer. That piece of cloth could be from anyone's shirt. You'll have to do better than that. You need to find out who owns that shirt that it was torn from. Someone has parsley in their garden. Annabelle the apothecary told me that murderers often grow such plants. That's not enough for me, Darth. You must find out the name of the person who owns that garden. Oh, alright, I'll better figure that out. It appears that you do not have any evidence for me. Yeah, okay. So we're 2 parts of the way there. Though, one of our bits of evidence is someone's growing a plant. It must be them, right? Oh, I didn't want to talk to him. You again. You will find the magistrate where he was last time you were here. Please be along. Okay, bye. I didn't really want to talk to you, so that's fine. So that just leaves this house where I'm pretty sure this is where the murderer is, because that's, you know, what the game's telling us. Let's, exploring the town's a good save. Hey, dude. You don't have someone you want me to bury, do you? It's been a while, and I'm just dying for the chance to dig a grave. Who knows, maybe I'll get the chance to dig yours. Ew. I'm surprised you're not a busy man with all the death to be found in this valley. You just have to rub it in, don't you? There may be a lot of death in this valley, but very little of it is true death. There are too many people eaten by wolves or zombies, turned into vampires, or just plain missing, never to be found. If something doesn't happen soon, I might forget my way to the graveyard. I mean, if this keeps up, I may have to take things into my own hands. You know, go out and create work for myself. What do you think? I think you're really lost it. You're crazy. If you tell me where the cemetery is, I'll be on my way. It's not too far from this village. While you're there, take a moment and admire some of my work. I think you'll like it. So, I think we found the murderer. I mean, he's pretty obvious. He's like, I did murdered because I didn't get to bury enough people. Even if I had someone to bury, why would I have you do it? Because it's my job. I'm Caregroff, the caretaker. That means I dig graves, and I must say, I like it. Some abhor the thought of digging graves, you know, working with the dead. I, on the other hand, see it in a different light. I'm laying people to rest, and rest in this forsaken place means peace. At least for some people, that is. I hate to disappoint you, but I don't think you'll be getting the chance to dig my grave. That's what they all say, my friend. That's what they all say. Remember that when you find yourself overcome with the madness or clenched in the jaws of a wolf, you may get eaten, and I might not get to bury your body, but at least I'll get to add your name to the Book of Souls. What is this Book of Souls? Come now, you don't think that all I do is dig graves, do you? The Book of Souls, it's a book containing all the names of the dead and how they died. Can I see this Book of Souls? I might need a name from its pages. I don't have to show you anything, and I'm definitely not going to let you rummage through the Book of Souls. Okay, well, that's a bit mean of you. Oh, it's an empty bottle of fine wine. Well, I don't need to take that with me. It's empty. What have we got here? Ah, we have a torn shirt. I think we've got our 3rd bit of evidence. What have you got here? Come on. Another strength potion. Oh, that's full, is it? That's not where I'm storing him anyway. There we go. Oh, we got some more strength potions. I'm gonna go turn you in, mate. Oops, went back in your house by accident. Thanks for telling me where the cemetery is, but you're about to get hung. I found this piece of torn shirt, blah blah blah. Yep, Kurgus. Some more evidence and your theory might stand up in my court, Darth. Oh, okay, so I still need one more. Alright. I was hoping you'd get hung right then and there, but I guess we're waiting. But the cemetery's on our map now. The cemetery and the crossroads. Let's go to the monastery, because I want to get my sword... whatchamacallit? Blessed. I believe the silver sword can be blessed. Let's talk to the crazy priest. I see that you carry a blade of silver. Silver, this only metal that's the power to cut the flesh of the dead ones. There, you have nothing else that I can bless. Okay. So now we've got a blessed silver sword. Which can do 50 points of damage. There we go. Got like a lightsaber in this hand. Shwoo! I don't know if I can kill the werewolf yet. But I do need some coins. I might as well give a crack at it. I mean, the worst that's gonna happen is I reload my game, so... Hello, werewolf. That's a great animation. Alright, so Silver Sword has no effect, and that has no effect. Alright, so I don't have a way to kill the werewolf yet. I must need a special weapon to kill the... Oh, I need a silver bullet to kill the werewolf. Don't be frightened. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't hurt you. As you can see, my body is quite dead. I've been hanging here for over a week now. Oh, that is a horrible avatar. Oh. That's okay. I'm not frightened, just a little surprised. You didn't expect to find a hangman that talks, eh? Well, neither would I. Not even in this cursed valley. I normally wouldn't speak to a stranger, but I wanted to warn you about the old crone in the hut. Why would you want to warn me? Because I know that it's like to die an untimely death. I wouldn't see the same happen to you, even if you are a stranger. If you're not careful, you might end up in her iron pot, or worse, parts of you stuffed into some jar, only to be used later in the preparation of some dark spell of hers. The witch is completely overcome with insanity, no telling what she might do. You say the old crone is mad? Why? We've talked, her and I must say that we've learned to despise each other. She wants something I can find, a key to the ancient library beneath the monastery, but I won't give it to her, never. Over the years she has killed all the monks save one, and like her, he is now mad. This key, that you're talking about, would you give it to me? Yes, I will give you the key, but before I do, you must redeem my soul. I want free of this rotting corpse. Okay? What has to be done to free your soul? The true murderer has to be found and hanged like me. Alright. What did you do anyway? It must have been pretty bad if you were hanged for it. That's just it. I didn't do anything. That's why my spirit is trapped within this lifeless carcass. The magistrate had me hung for the murder of Edward. I didn't do it, but that didn't matter. The magistrate had to hang somebody as an example, and he chose me. You mean to tell me that the magistrate hung you simply to set an example? Yes, the magistrate has made a pact with the Dark Lord. He rules this valley in Can's name and commits whatever acts the Dark Lord wishes. The magistrate not only took my life, but condemned me to this hellish existence, and so shall I suffer until someone redeems my soul. How can you be sure it was the old crone that killed the monks? Unless someone frees my soul, I am doomed to exist between the worlds. The spirits of the slain monks come every now and then. They speak to me. They scorn the witch as much as I, and now we have what she seeks, the key. There is a book in the library that she wants, a book of dispelling ghosts called Etheric Rites. She thought the monks knew where the key was hidden, but she was wrong. When the hag finally accepted the monks' ignorance, only one remained alive, and he's mad, driven insane by the brutal deaths of his fellow brothers. Alright, so that's the man we have to save. And essentially we've got to prove that it's someone else who did it, which isn't too hard. And that's the old crone's hut. She's got blood on the door. She seems pretty evil. Sorry, one second, I'm just checking, making sure other things are working. They seem to be. Might as well just quickly check the stream for myself. Press the live button. Yeah, it's a bit blurry. But yeah, the words are readable. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. I suppose there's not really much blurrier than what the game is. Oh, wait. I didn't want to go there. I did want to go into the crone's hut, so... Let's see if she actually, murders me. I see that there is someone brave enough to enter the hut of the dreaded witch Monica. Come in and talk. Why, other than that hooligan Ambrose, I haven't had anyone to talk to in a long time. A witch, eh? You're not going to cast some spell on me, are you? I've heard stories about... Stories, young man, that's all they are, stories. I have no wish to charm you, eat you, or anything of that sort. Ambrose thinks otherwise. I simply relish the chance to talk. Who is this Ambrose? I didn't see anyone else around here except for the hanged man, which we talked to. That's him. He has something I've sought for years, and he won't give it to me, so I will continue to torment him as long as his soul remains trapped in that corpse of his. What is this thing you've been searching for? A key. A key that will lead me to a book that holds the secret to dispelling the ghost of my poor grandfather, the Etheric Rites. This grandfather of yours, is he a ghost or something? Not only a ghost, but one that was been unrighteously damned, and I mean to free him. When I was young, my grandfather Vladimir fell victim to a vampire. He himself became such a creature. The villagers hunted him down, drove a wooden stake through his heart, and beheaded him. He was then buried with an iron spike driven through his skull. This was done to prevent him from coming back as something else. I was heartbroken as a child, for I loved my grandfather very much. Soon after his burial, the villagers discovered that the spirit of my grandfather had become summoned back and forced to serve as a guardian to the mausoleum in the graveyard. This book, what did you call it? Etheric Rites? Are you sure you need a key to get it? Maybe there's another way. It lies in an ancient library beneath the monastery. The book is there. I know it is. But I can't get it without the key because the library has been sealed for over a century. At first I thought the book was hidden on an island in the Blackwater, but I was mistaken. I had even found a way to raise the dead, ferrymen, from the lake's murky depths. Let me get this right. You were going to raise some dead guy from the water? It was the only way I could think of to get to the island. Only the dead ferryman knows the safe passage through the jagged rocks that lurk beneath the lake's surface. All I needed was an ivory horn. There's a spell and runes that need to be carved onto the horn. After this is done, the horn then has the power to raise the dead ferryman. Can I ask you a favour, Monica? If I find an ivory horn, will you put those engravings on it? I will, but only if you help me free my grandfather's spirit. When he's finally at rest, I will carve the runes into the horn. Okay, so this game's it's really becoming more of an adventure game now, where it's one puzzle after another. You've got to beat this puzzle to get to that puzzle. So I think my next bet is to go to the cemetery. Maybe the last bit of evidence I need to get the bad guy hanged and save our dead man friend will be in here. Alright, hang on. There's skeletons. I need to... Bam. Chop. 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 Only my mace will damage these guys, so... Come on. Oh, come on! Oh, he should be dead by now. There we go. Ah, we got some betony as well. Which apparently is a mint-like plant, so that's important. Ooh. You cannot pass. No one may pass. What in the world are you? I wish to enter the mausoleum. Why won't you let me pass? I am despair. I am evil. I am the master's servant. I am lost to salvation. So shall you be. None shall pass while my soul torments. My salvation is the key. I fear I am lost to salvation. The master's grip upon my soul is complete. Who is this master you're talking about? You must let me pass. No! He who drinks the blood, the slayer of men, consumer of souls, allows no one to pass. Okay. Franz F. Here lies Ponlat. Christian Stark, stoned to death. JG. His threats fell upon deaf ears, and in turn it was he who found himself buried, a victim of his own ignorance, found dead upon a mountain summit in the fall. So that's, let me read these ones. Vladimir, Vampirus Nosferatus. Oh, I wonder what that's a reference to. But put to the stake and beheaded. This is the man that fate treated unkindly. Will his tortured spirit ever find the light? JHN, a thief brigand who was hung for stealing the sacred tome. He should not have taken that which was not his. Some believe he died an innocent man. Beneath this marker of cold wind, beaten stone, lies a friend, Gia. He chose one path and I chose another, but remember him I shall. I wish him well. May he finally know peace. I do have a shovel, so I might have to dig one of these bodies up. Here rests my dearest husband, Lucien. He succumbed to the madness in the spring of 1925. I grieve for the loss, but now know that he is free. Rip, his beloved Catherine. Jan Yekia died from an unknown illness in the spring of 1895. She died a poor woman with naught but a stale crust of bread within her, torn pockets. Yet she was loved by all. May her kind heart find its way to the light. Here lies a man who went to the grave seeking forgiveness, CLS. He gave away 9, 5 black and 4 white, but kept one for himself, an act of grief from which he has learned, put to the spear in the summer of 1690. Well, the only one who's recent is this one. Which is Lucien. So that might be the name to free the girl from her trance. If I put a shovel in this hand... What if I dig? That's a pretty cool animation. Oh, apparently I dug this one. A pouch and an iron spike. Ooh. Oh, I got 3 coins out of it. Another iron spike. Alright, so apparently I've dug the only thing I could dig. Here. Which is the iron spike that's related to him. I don't know what the last bit of evidence would be against the grave digger. Clearly there is something. Maybe it's in the Book of Souls? Can't get past him at the moment. But that's clearly my next step, is getting past him. Alright, so definitely... Let's check with Kirill about his son. Kirill and his daughter might be able to tell me their son, or their son brother. I should hope they'd be able to tell me that. There might be more evidence in that house as well. Probably drop the shovel here. Oh, I didn't ask her about the talisman either. Oh, she's not in this room. Where's she gone? Or was she in that room and I'm just blind? No, she's most definitely moved. That door's locked. Anything to say? Oh, here she is. Hello, I was afraid we wouldn't get a chance to talk. Do you think of a father? Yes. You got a brother? Lucian. No. I might need to know the woman's name that I've forgotten to write down to actually find out. Get off the wall there. See if these three have got anything more to say. Ah, and it happened while we were all still here. I still can't believe it. I can still hear the cries of pain and that terrible howling and snarling noise. All he wanted to do was retire to his room for a short break. I wonder how the werewolf managed to get through the upstairs window. What do you think, Seth? I don't know. I just really don't know. The blood, it's all over the room. It's going to be a while before anyone stays there again. Who's going to gather his body and bury it? That's what I want to know. I'll have nothing to do with that. Would you please all just quit talking about this? I'll take care of the body and make sure he has a proper burial. That might be what we need to push him along. So, Alexander. Nope. I thought he might want to talk about the actual guy whose head this place is named after, but I guess not. Let's go up to the room where the minstrel apparently was murdered. Apparently by the werewolf. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Ah, there's a key. Catacomb key. And I've got some money. You got anything else, mate? Your fiddle? Yeah, I got his violin. He said that was something important, a violin, so... There's definitely no more evidence there about the killer. Especially because that was the werewolf, not the murderer. Whoops, wrong door. Where's Matthias? Isn't he going to join us for a drink? Give the man a break. He just got back. He's upstairs in the room that he's renting from Seth. Geez, I like Matthias and all, but I sure hope we don't have to listen to the story of his again. You mean the one about the time he went to talk to Crazy Frank? Yeah, that one. To make things worse, he always has to show us his teeth he lost in the fight. I think Matthias just got what he deserved. Everyone knows that Crazy Frank lives by himself because he was going people to leave him alone. Ah, well. Well then, I guess there is someone else upstairs. Here we go. What do you want? Didn't Seth tell you somebody was renting out this room? Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. I'm new around here. Ah, that's alright. I wasn't doing much anyway. You said you're new around here. Are you that guy that Kirill's servant rescued from that thing? Let me give you a little advice that might keep you alive. What advice would that be? For starters, you should arm yourself with something because there are too many wolves around here these days. I always carry around a nice sharp knife myself. As far as some of the more horrible supernatural creatures are concerned, I don't know what's effective against them. That's why I stay close to the village and indoors most of the time. Whatever you do, leave Crazy Frank to himself. I've learned that the hard way and lost a tooth for it. At first I wanted revenge, but I've gotten over it now. Who's Crazy Frank? He's Frank the Tank. He lives by himself in a hut further north. For as long as I can remember, he's lived by himself. He hates to have other people around him. I had to go see Frank once. That's when he jumped me. I thought I could take him, but he's a very strong fellow. I might have been better off trying to scare Frank into telling me what I wanted to know. But then again, I don't think Frank is an easy guy to scare. How did you lose the tooth? After Frank jumped me, we got into a fight. I was kicking his butt until he got in a good right hand that knocked out a tooth of mine. But I got him back with a left that hit him square in the mouth and I knocked out more than one of his teeth. Of course, that's when he really got mad. I took quite a beating after that. How were you going to get revenge against a crazy man? After the fight, I went back and picked up some of the teeth I knocked out of Frank's mouth. Then I went to see the gypsy woman, Maria. I figured that since the tooth was Frank's, I could get her to make me a voodoo doll. I wanted to kill Frank, you know, but I couldn't do that now. Besides, Maria said she wouldn't create something that I would use for such an evil purpose. Now I keep Frank's tooth as a reminder to leave him alone. This may sound strange, but would you mind giving me that tooth? Yes, I would, but I wouldn't mind selling it to you if you really wanted it. I'll trade it for a silver coin. That would more than compensate any sentiment of value the tooth has. Do you want to trade? Hell yeah! Thanks a lot. Now I'm glad I kept the tooth for so long. Yeah, we get a tooth. I don't know why we want it, but it's ours. Dump. Oh, apparently this bag's full. No, the violin just can't go in it. And neither can that. Okay. Let's see if those three losers downstairs have anything else to say. You know, I'm just running around armed with a sword and a machete and a glowing silver sword. Anything else to say? They're talking about Matthias again. Now, I did get a catacomb key, and I wonder if that's the cemetery catacombs or if that's the caves underneath here. We'll go to Edward's house. I did want to check this for more evidence anyway. Maybe a book or something that's like, hey, this guy murdered me. No, it doesn't seem to be anything else in here. But there could be more downstairs in the hidden basement. Alright, so what is this place called? Is this place called the catacombs, the caves, or what? This place is called the catacombs, and there was a locked door. So I guess we're heading there. I should have got healed before I did this. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. No one cares about you, bats. Alright, so it's to the north now. Yep, here we go. Let us save in the caves. Door to the left, door to the north, door to the east. Alright. Pretty long path. Can't wait to find out there's nothing at the end of it. There's a bat! Go to hell, bat! What's this? Broken pottery. Well, I don't think I need broken pottery. Ah! A jar. We did need a jar to cure the girl. So that's good. And that explains what this area is for. I'm still missing that evidence though. Music down here is really spooky. Oh, bloody catacombs are getting really, really confusing now. Alright, let's keep going left for now. Left and north. Seems just do a loop. Apparently he had a torch. Leave me alone, bats. I don't want to have to kill you. Right, so there's nothing else in here but the torch. And that connects those two up, so we might as well come back this way and do that north one. See what's up here. Any more secrets? Nope. It was a waste of all our times. Right, 3 ways down and 3 ways up, apparently. And then 3 dead ends. Ah. Ah, a signet ring. And some more money. Alright, let's start stacking these pouches up, because I've... Oh, I can't. Right, pouches are going inside this bag. Yep. That's going to be important. It's lucky I came back and double checked that room, because I was going to be like, haha, there's nothing there, and I was just going to leave. The signet ring is definitely something important, and there were still other ways we hadn't gone. Path to the south and a path to the right. This one should just connect up to the other one, I think. Yep. And it looks like another dead end. Alright. Well, we found some things down here. We found a torch, we found the jug we need, and we found a signet ring, which I don't know what I need it for yet, but I'm clearly going to need it. We still haven't found the evidence we need to convict Edward's killer and free the man, and we need to free him to complete the next part of the prophecy and to start on a bunch of other stuff. Leave me alone, bats. Alright. Back to Edward's house. Need to ask the witch about the talisman. And I need the talisman, so I need to free him. Oh, there's a bloody chain going on at the moment. Right, you. Monica, I bought this talisman from a man named Constantine. Do you know what it is? Let me see that for a moment. Yes, I can feel its power. There is a charm upon it. A charm of protection, I think. I can tell you no more other than you must wear it around your neck. Only then will it protect you. Alright, so we should wear this around our neck. Suppose the only other thing we got to do is... Oh no, we got Crazy Frank to go and visit as well. But I did want to get this girl's name so I can maybe ask about her. Christina. Christiana. Female version of Christian, I believe. Wait, what did she say? Stories of the outside. She was always interested in interesting stories of the outside world. Maybe about the plane? No, alright. Don't know what the key is to get her going, but let's go up to Frank's house. So hopefully Frank doesn't attack us right away. I mean, he does seem crazy. I mean, he's doing a crazy dance. Her, out! Get out! Out, 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 out! I'm not going to tell you where this Agrippa is. If that's what you want, it's my secret, and I'm keeping it to myself. Just leave me alone and tell the others to stay away too. All I want is to be left alone, and no one will listen. Keep it to yourself. That's all I want. Call me crazy, but I get out and leave me alone. Tooth? Ripper? Alright, well, I don't know how to cure him yet. He's clearly broken. There we go. Thanks, Carmen. Other needs. Maria, I need you to make me a voodoo doll. I talked to this guy named Metathis. Yes, Metathis. I remember him well. He wanted me to craft a doll so he should revenge himself upon Crazy Frank. There's enough evil in this valley. I will not add to that evil by creating you a tool that which you may take another's life. I don't want to kill Crazy Frank, Maria. I want to scare him into telling me something. You must believe me. I must have your word. If I make you a voodoo doll, you must promise that no harm comes to Crazy Frank. If something happens to him, I'll know, and I'll make you pay with your own life. I promise you with my word. There are some things you must bring me. I need wax and a personal item of Frank's. Also, you will need a pin or something. Frank isn't as stupid as he looks. If you have the wax and a personal item of Frank's, I can make the doll for you now. I don't think I've got the wax. Make this voodoo doll, please. I thought I told you I needed a personal item of Frank. Okay, I might have to ask at the shop and be like, excuse me, do you have any wax? Oh, hang on. Oh, he won't. No, the candle maker will have wax. But I don't know whether he's going to be finished making his candles yet. And I still can't find the third bit of evidence I need. Yes, I'm definitely interested in a candle, Joseph. I only ask a silver piece, so would you like to buy one? Yes, I would. Here is your candle. If you're ever interested in buying another, please ask. Alright. Bye. If I've got the candle, that counts as wax, surely. I think I can also go to the lake, but I know I can't cross the lake because I don't have the horn to revive the ferryman. Make this voodoo doll, please. Frank's tooth. I suppose you got this off Matthias. It's the same tooth he wanted me to use to make for him his voodoo doll. Now, before I make this, remember your promise. No harm will come to Frank. So help me. If something happens, you'll share the same fate as Frank. I'm finished. Here's your voodoo doll. Like I told you before, you need some kind of pin. Hold the doll in one hand, the pin in the other, and I think Frank will tell you what you want to hear. Okay. Do I have a pin in one of my bags? There's no pin there. No pin there. And that's just my pouch bag. Oops. Alright. So I've got this, but I can't do much with it yet. Oh no, there's will-o-wisps here. Alright. Ah, let me leave. The only thing I'm missing is the last bit of evidence, so I might have to look it up quickly. Because I don't want to spend too long just going in circles. I'm going to sell this, at least one of these herbs. Unless she tells me they do something really important. And nasturtium. Nasturtium. Would you like to buy some nasturtium? Nasturtium heals weakness in the body. Did you know that? No thanks. I don't need any. Alright, so they're healing. Alright. Alright. looks like I gotta heal the girl first, apparently. Okay. Alright. I actually got all the stuff to cure the girl, apparently. Oh, the wine bottle's a bit of evidence. Shows how dumb I am. I picked it up and I was like, I don't need that. Alright, well, back to the gypsy camp. I didn't realize I had gotten all the stuff for the potion to cure the girl. Oh yeah, okay, I got the seeds of fennel, I got the betony, got the lock of hair, and I got the wide belly jar with a face on it. So I didn't realize the betony was for this, I'd forgotten. Can you make this draft for me, Carmen? Well, I see that you have the wide belly jar and a lock of hair. I also see you have fennel seeds and the betony leaves. It seems that you have everything I need, so I don't see a problem. You must give me a moment, that is all this will take. Aww. Magic she does perform. I'm hoping the chat's just been really quiet and it hasn't broken again. Though other pages did load up, so it shouldn't be. There, I am done. Take the potion and use it well. I hope it does what it's supposed to. Wait, what? That's a bit rude. Hope it does what it's supposed to. I brought you all this stuff and you're like, I hope it works, kinda. I don't know why the empty wine bottle is a hint. Why that's evidence, but it's gonna do. So this should do the... And dispel one dead but forced to serve. And then... The hangman's grief must he unveil. So those two... Oh no, sorry, it's going to be this one that's going to... Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I've got some more evidence for you, mate. I found this empty wine bottle in Kagora's house, along with others just like it. You'll find the same bottles in Edward's house. Interesting, I'll have Bayard check on this. We'll see if what you say is true. So I was wrong. Oh well, I'll have Kagora taken and hanged immediately. I also officially declare Ambrose's innocence. Well, you know, just got a man hanged. That ain't my problem. He's not going to be in his house anymore. He's dead. Oh, I feel bad. He did murder Edward, though. And apparently he murdered him just because he wanted extra bodies to bury. Well, he's got some money as well. What have you got here? Ah, the Book of Souls. Radzik Khadgar. Date of birth unknown. Succumbed to the madness in the spring of 1898. The body disappeared before burial. Andrei Christofferskin. Son of Kirill. Born in the summer of 1901. Andrei. Died in the fall of 1926 from an illness. Buried. So, Andrei is who I need to find. Or whose name I need to say to the woman in a trance. Is the hangman done? Yep. A hangman's grief must he unveil. So we completed one more bit of the prophecy, and we've got the cure for the girl. So, you know, we're not far off completing a few more. I'm going to refresh the YouTube page. Whoops. There we go. Oh, I need to put the sword in my hand. So I might as well go tell the girl the word Andre, which apparently the woman who's looking after her forgot that. I mean, it's, you know, not that hard a name to remember. Christina, tell me about Andre, Christopher. Andre, my beloved Andre. I loved him more than life itself, but I see now that I must go on, even without him. Yet there's one last act of love I can offer him. I don't know who you are, but I must ask you to do something for me. It's dangerous, but if you won't do it, then I'll try myself, and I doubt I can succeed. Christiana, I'll do what I can, but I can't promise anything. What do you want me to do? Andre still lives as one of the walking dead, a zombie. I would ask you to kill him, free his soul so that Andre may finally rest. A zombie, are you sure? I don't doubt you, Christina, but Kirill never mentioned a son, let alone one that's a zombie. I'm sure. Andre and I loved each other dearly. I was betrothed to him, and as a wedding gift, Kirill was going to give us the most fantastic diamond I've ever seen. Shortly before our marriage, tragedy struck, and Andre grew ill and died within days. Kirill was heartbroken. He had lost a son, and I had lost my love. Andre was buried, but Kirill could not live with such grief, so he and Ivan dug up Andre's body, and in an act of stupidity went to the Dark Lord's stronghold to strike a bargain. Are you sure it was Kirill and Ivan that dug up Andre's grave? Yes, I'm quite sure. You see, after my beloved's death, I would chance the night to visit his grave and shed tears of love. That's how I came to see all of this. I thought Kirill had told me everything. I can't believe he didn't mention anything about this son of his, Andre and Deirdre. She never mentioned a brother. You must confront Kirill and ask him about Andre. As for Deirdre, I don't think she knows any of this. She's such a kind-hearted person, and something like this could devastate her. You may want to ask her about Andre, but don't let her know the truth. Do you have any idea what made Kirill think he could bargain with such evil? Despair. Kirill would tell Andre and I that the diamond was the greatest gift he could offer, that it was once set in a lord's ring, and that there was no other like it. That lord was Nikolai, Khan's father. And Kirill hoped to trade this diamond for his son's life. He thought Khan would want the diamond because it once belonged to his father. Yes, I believe that was what Kirill wished to do, but the Dark One has no desire for riches. Kirill and his servant could barely control the zombie as they made their way back home. Not knowing what to do and unable to kill his son, even if Andre was no longer human, Kirill locked the zombie into a room upstairs. That's the room we can't get into because it's locked. He may not be able to kill this thing, but does it have to feed to live? Yes, I imagine it does. I hate to think of how many men and women died to feed Kirill's monster. That thing is no longer Andre, and it must be killed. You mean to tell me that thing is still in the house? Wait a minute, that would explain the scratching noises. I don't remember scratching noises. Yes, I watched from outside the bedroom window. Kirill saw me, but he never sought me out. I'd imagine that Andre still lives up there in that room. Alright, so we're a little bit further. We've, now we know that Kirill's got a zombie upstairs. We saved the hangman, but we haven't gone to see him yet. I'm going to go save the daughter first and kill the zombie, I think. I bring you a potion of curing, my lady. Here, please take this. You must get Natalie to drink it, the potion. It will heal your daughter, I promise. It's Natalia, sorry. Will you please leave? I'm no fool. You're making things much worse for me. Don't you realize that? Please, listen to me. That potion is the power to heal Natalia. You'll never know whether or not I'm telling the truth unless you give it to her. Unless this is a poison, and then you'll know the truth real quick. Alright, alright. I just pray that this potion works. Oh my goodness, it worked! It worked! Oh, Natalia! Here, how can I repay you? Wait! Here, take this golden pin. It's made from solid gold. You can keep it or pawn it for silver. I can't take the pin. I did what I did because I wanted to help your daughter. Oh, nice guy. And heal her you did. I take it. Take it. I won't take no for an answer. So now we've got that so we can stab the doll. So we can make Crazy Frank tell us where the Agrippa is. I don't know why I want Crazy Frank to tell me where the Agrippa is, but clearly I do at the same time. I should look at my prophecy, actually. There we go. A youth in madness he shall willingly heal. Alright. Hey, Kirill! I want to know about your dead son. Book of Souls as well. I don't need that anymore. At least I don't think I do. Oh, she's gone again. She's probably upstairs. Hey, liar. Tell me about your son. Andre was my son. He died of an illness years ago. Sure. You're not telling me the whole story, Kirill. Your son is dead, but he was brought back a zombie. I have no idea what you're talking about. You're no right to question my integrity, least of all when it concerns... Integrity? I'm not sure you have it. Christiana, does the name ring a bell? I talked to her and I know the story. This isn't technically an adventure game. This is a role-playing game. It's made by... well, it's published by SSI. It's made by Event Horizons. It's called Veil of Darkness. But that means she snapped out of her trance. Oh my, the things that poor girl had to face. Please, Darth, you must believe that I tried to do good. It didn't turn out that way, but that wasn't my fault. Whatever you do, please don't tell Deirdre about this. Well, you can do good now. Give me the key to the room. I need the diamond, and that thing is no longer your son. It must be destroyed. Here, take the key. You're right. You know that thing is not my son. I realize that now. But I can't be the one to kill it, and kill it you will, if you want the diamond because it's in its coat pocket. Darth, there is something else I must tell you. It's Deirdre. I wasn't sure that I wanted you to know, but... What about Deirdre, Kirill? What's happened to her? So help me if something has... There was nothing I could do, damn it, Darth. She's my daughter. It was Can. He came here and took her away. If I would have resisted, he would have killed all of us, including Deirdre. I can't fight such a creature. I merely hope to buy time. Where, Kirill? Where did Khan take her? Well, to his castle, probably. I'm not sure. I would imagine he took her to his stronghold. You must be careful, Darth. You are the only hope my daughter has. You can defeat Can. I think he knows this. Yep. I mean, that's why this is, you know, why I'm the hero. Keys? Keys. Key. Nope. Switch those around. Or we go up here and stab a son in the face. Yeah, that one would do. I believe this sword will, using Andre's key to open the door. Hey, Andre! Get stabbed with a blessed silver sword. Oh, I've been diseased? Oh, that's rude. You have been diseased. You will take increasing amounts of damage until you consume the antidote. Is a full elixir the antidote? Because I have a full elixir. Whoops. No, that just heals. Alright. So I don't want to use the full elixir for that. Do want the diamond. Oh, I've all got pockmarks on my face. Well, that's no good. I better go see the gypsy woman then and get cured. Hopefully she can cure me. I've forgotten about there being a zombie curse. No, you did not cure me. Consume the antidote. Is it Astralum? Not been weakened. So it's not Australan. Oops. Oh, Crazy Frank doesn't go in there. Whooping disease. Motherwort plant. I don't remember where Motherwort plant is. Well, I do. It's in the dark forest, but I don't remember where that is. Lakeshore. Ah, here we go. The dark forest. It's the giant patch at the bottom of the screen. Alright, I want some Motherwort plant. Apparently I can find some here. Oh, there's a guy chopping a tree. If I were you, I wouldn't be going into the forest. If you don't succumb to the banshee, you'll most likely be devoured by the wolves. Oh, believe me, I don't relish the thought of going into these woods, but I might have to. Then do what you must, but before you go, know that many who enter the forest never return. Like I said, there are many strange things in these woods. By the way, my name's Darth. Do you live near these woods? You must understand, I'm a woodsman, so I have to live near the forest, but I still only cut the trees on the outskirts of the forest. Don't be a baby, come on. What kind of monster is this banshee you mentioned? Some call the banshee the wailing mistress. I think it's because these creatures like to lure men into their embrace by appearing as beautiful women. Is that how a banshee kills? By embracing its prey? No, the creature is much more cruel than that. As it gets close to its prey, the banshee transforms into a horrible sight and begins to weep and moan. It is a chilling cry that ages a man in seconds, leaving no more than a small pile of dust. Okay, so that's interesting to know. But I'm just here to find some plants, mate. Oh, apparently some wolves want to fight me. Chop chop. Out of my way. Go away, wolfies. Apparently nothing to hit. That was bad. There we go. Go away. No one wants to play. Come back here. You want to pick a fight? I'm going to pick a fight. There we go. That's a thistle. That's not what I want. I think going too far north will put me into the banshee, so I don't want to do that. Yeah. I stab at thee. There we go. 2 more wolves dead. I need my mace. Yeah. Bam. Skeletons can only be killed by my mace, so I've got to quickly switch over. This game has a kind of a puzzle mechanic to the fighting. You've got to use the right weapons for some creatures. Bloody hell, I keep missing. Stop that! Don't roll critical hits! Kill him! Oh, this is on simple combat. Oh, skeletons have a lot of health. There we go. Back to my machete. Ah. Put that in there then. Oops. I just want to cure my disease, game. I'm checking a guide every now and again for certain things. Like, I wouldn't know how to cure a disease because it's been so long since I played this game. Alright, so there's no left path this way. And it's just told me to go to the dark forest to cure it. Here we go. Here's a left that I missed. Ew, what the hell's that? Keep away. I have a feeling I can't kill that thing. Oh, wow. I can hit them with this sword. Oh, no, apparently I've been weakened. Okay, I definitely don't want to fight them. Those black oozes seem to do something I'm not prepared for. No! I just wanted the plant that cures me. Alright. Did get a full elixir. You've been weakened, you inflict less damage until you consume the antidote. Oh, great. Been weakened as well. One plant, purple berries. Well, I know how to cure weakened, because that's the Nostralon. Was that plant up there? Was that the motherwort? No, don't. Leave me alone. No. Alright. No. Stop hitting me. Long plant, purple berries. Long plant, purple berries. Alright, so that's back that way. I should save again before I die out here. Because I could get killed by those black spawn of hell. And wolves aren't a problem, but they are. So there was nothing that way. Ah, there we go. Chop chop. So I should say this is an action role-playing game, obviously. Come on. There we go. Motherwort. Stick it in your mouth. I am weakened. There we go. That's a kind of a similar game, yeah. Probably don't need more than one of these. I believe there's a staff out here I need to get as well. I did do a let's play of it. Oh no! Wisps. Wisps. No. Please no. Leave me alone, wisps. Oh, please no. Oh. What the hell's that? Did I not eat the Nostralon? Must have got cursed again. Weakened again. Ooh. There's a house out here. Where the Banshee is? Oh no, this is where one of the brothers lived. Yes, of course. Excellent. Now I've got his hunting cap. I shall go get myself healed before we go any further. I mean, this game's meant to be sort of like, it's this sort of weird cross between an adventure game and a role-playing game. An action role-playing game. I mean, you go around, you chop people with your weapons, but you gotta solve puzzles around the valley. So it's a really great mixture of the two. We'll go back to the crossroads and see if we can talk to the hanged man, since we cured his problem. So this is Kagoroth. We got him hung for a murder he did, which this man was hung for. The magistrate had me hung for the murder of Edward. I didn't do it, but that didn't matter. The magistrate had me hung to hang somebody as an example, and he chose me. But you have redeemed me. In return, I have something you can use. The key to the ancient library beneath the monastery. The witch has wanted this key for a long time, even killed most of the monks trying to find it. There is a book in the library that she wants, a book of dispelling ghosts called Etheric Rites. She thought the monks knew where the key was hidden, but she was wrong. I am free. Thanks to you, it's time for me to leave this place, this world. Here's the key. I hope you find it useful. Goodbye now. I will find it very useful, my ghostly friend. Put that in there. Put the key in there. Excellent. Put that in there. Well, one thing I want to test are these strength potions. How do they work? Glug glug. You now possess great strength and will inflict damage or more damage in combat. Does that go away though? I assume it probably does over time. Ah. No. Frank, get out of there. You go in there. So if I leave the area, that might be what gets rid of that effect. I mean, just to get a key for the monastery, so we might as well go up here. No, we've still got great strength. I believe this is where the locked door was in the monastery. Yes, using monastery key to open door. I think the giant red glowy book on the ground is the one we want. To dispel a spirit summoned to this world and forced to serve, the ritual must be performed in the vicinity of a spirit being held to this plane against its will. First, light a blessed wax candle, then strike a finely crafted bell, forged from silver, with an instrument of iron. This object of iron must be associated in one way or another with the life or death of the spirit's mortal existence. If this ritual is performed correctly, the spirit will be immediately released from its duty and returned to the wherever. So I need to get another candle. I've got the bit of iron somewhere. Frank, you keep getting in the way, mate. There's the bit of iron I'm going to need. Alright. Time to go buy another candle. And then I'm going to have to go talk to the silversmith about getting a bell made out of silver. Put my lightsaber back there. I need to bless the candle as well. Which means returning to the monastery and talking to the crazy priest. Hey, priest. I need some services. I need blessings. Can you bless any of the items? Greed is a trait. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. See, you have a candle. Consider it blessed, my friend. They have nothing else I can bless. Alright. I now hold a blessed candle. I mean, it doesn't look any different from a normal candle, but I'll trust the priest that he blessed it. See about getting a bell. It's good to see you again. What can I do for you this time? Bell? A silver bell. No, that shouldn't be hard at all. But I'll need 8 pieces of silver, and that includes my fee. There we go. Coughed up a lot of dough, but I got myself a silver bell. Here you go. That silver bell just may be one of the nicest things I've ever made in a long time. Alright. Got the bell. A blessed candle. Wait, do I need to light the candle? Yes, I need to light the candle. So that means I'm going to need to ask for a match. My inventory's starting to get really overloaded now. But I do have a lot of bag space, so it's not really that bad. Light. Can I have a light? A light? I already gave you a light. Matches are pretty scarce around here, you know. But I used that match to burn someone alive. So how am I going to get this one? Oh, should check my prophecy, actually. Yeah, so I've still got to dispel the one. I did drop... the box that had the match in it. Maybe if I've got the burned out match, he'll let me have another light. Get off the wall. Come on, my friend Barkeep. Let me have another light. I guess not. Well, he can have that back then. Do you have a light? They're talking about Matthias. We've already done him. I'm not sure where I'm going to get a second light from. I thought I'd just have to ask Seth and he'd be like, yeah, here you go. Here's your second light. Oh, I've got my lighter. Oh, I'm dumb. It doesn't look much like a lighter, so I was like, Excellent. To the cemetery! I have everything I need. I had forgotten that I had a lighter. No wonder it wouldn't give me a light. This bit reminds me of the Blackwell games. Though they're recent, obviously. Please don't be frightened, Darth. I'm the spirit of Lucian, Natalia's dead father. I am most grateful for what you have done, and I'm thankful that it's in my power to do something for you in return. I have a key. Please take it. You'll need it to retrieve something very important. Beware the hedge mage, Darth. It is most dangerous there. I can stay here no longer. I must go now. I wish you well. See you, buddy. Giant evil spirit. Order of things, so I don't get it wrong. First light a blessed wax candle, then strike a finely crafted bell, forged from silver, instrument of iron. Excellent. You have lit the blessed candle. Bong! Oh, I didn't scroll the screen down, so we can't see what's going on. There we go. It's a hell of an animation. Well, my job here is done. Candle, that. Okay, it's not going to fit in there apparently. I do have plenty of pouches in this one, so I'm going to have to start just dumping stuff. Oh, okay, apparently none of these will fit in the pouches. Okay. Alright. I'm dumping this stuff in here. Just to get rid of it. That's a weapon. Right. That's better. I don't want to go into the catacombs just yet, though. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I left it here and then I was like, what's that? What's that thing on the ground? I have dispelled one dead but forced to serve. Excellent. And now the witch should cast the spell and engrave my ivory horn, which will allow me to resurrect the dead ferryman to get to his little island. Hello. Will you carve this magical runes into the ivory horn for me? Yes, I will. My grandfather's spirit is at last free, and I have no need for the horn myself. Give it here. Yeah, I'm an evil old witch. Finished. Here, take it. All you have to do is stand upon the lake shore and blow the horn. The ferryman will then come and take you across the water. Excellent. Bye. I've helped you. So what else have I got? To pass, you find a slay the hound that hunts the night. Purse of silver to serve his needs. That's killing the werewolf. Hidden placing us prior from one quite mad. And speak to evil incarnate, the Dark Lord's bane. Shall turn aside the vampire's charms. It says strong. Alright. Alright. Secret place from someone quite mad. I think it's from Mad Frank. So I might as well go get that secret from him now. Right. You're crazy. I have a voodoo doll of you and I'm going to stick it with a pin. The gypsy would kill you if you did that. Hey, wait 1 minute. What's that thing you've got in your hand? It looks like a little me. And what are you going to do with that pin? This thing, Frank, is a voodoo doll. And if you don't tell me your secret, I'm going to stick this pin right into your little... No, please, no. I'll tell you my secret. It'll be our secret. But we've got to make a deal. You have to promise me you'll give me the doll after I tell you about the Agrippa. That sounds fair. Now tell me this secret of yours. It all started several months ago. I went into the mountains west of here to hunt. It was getting late and I was kind of tired. I found a cave and decided to stay there. I remember these whispering noises that woke me up. That's when I noticed there was a cavern entrance in the back of the cave. How I didn't notice that before, I don't know. I decided to explore. That's when I was attacked by the vampire women. Don't worry, none of them bit me. I kept running and running until I came to this iron gate that was rusted shut. You'll never believe this, but behind it was a book floating in the air, and it was chained. It spoke to me. It called itself the Agrippa and promised me all kinds of things if I freed it. I was mighty scared, so I got out of there, past the vampire women and all. I bet he did. Because he's still alive. Agrippa. It almost seems like a dream, but I know it was real. Thanks, Frank. So that should be another part of our great prophecy. Yep, a hidden place you must pry from one quite mad. There we go. There's the hedge maze. I don't want to go there just yet, I don't think. I think I want to explore the dark forest a little more, because I swear there's a wooden stick, like a staff I need to get from within the forest. To use to kill the will-o-wisps later on. So I'm gonna have to explore. Go to the right here. Hello, wolfies. You're so cuddly. Yes, you are. You're cuddly wolfies. Get stabbed. Ah, more coins. I mean, that works in my favour. I need some more of them anyway. Anything else on you, mate? Nope, you're just dead. And that just leads back to the start. Alright. Hello, wolfies. You're such good puppies. Yes, you are. Strange, tonight my cat hasn't come in here and annoyed me. Normally he's in here every day, like, meow, pay attention to me. That's the Nostratum. Oops. Stop. Put a key into there. There we go. I need one Nostratum just in case I get weakened again. So there's definitely nothing over there. Alright. Should actually draw a map of this. So I've kind of got an idea of where I'm going. So that was north again. That place to the left. North again. It looks like there's a way to the left. Left. Is that a way to the right? No. I immediately regret that I've drawn my map too small, so I'm going to have to redraw it. I drew it too large, sorry. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm up to number 6. 5 head on left. This game actually does have an auto map feature, like when you're in underground caves, it does draw your map, but it's not doing it out here. Will-o-wisps, leave me alone. Don't want to be willowed. Whoa! Nope. Some ghosties there. Can I hurt ghosties? Looks like I can with this sword, but they're aging me. Oh, doesn't help that I'm rolling really low. And they're aging the crap out of me. Switch these around. But they don't seem to be killing me too much. I might just want to run around them. What is even over here? Full elixir, a crystal. Okay. No, no, no. Leave me alone, ghosties. Leave me alone. Bye, ghosties. I'm not fighting you. Alright, so that's that way. That has ghosts and the crystal. Probably cheated that a little bit by not fighting them properly. You've been aged. You will not fight well until this aging has been reversed. Yeah. Is it this one? Coraline thistle. Is that what cures me? No poisons, so no. Could it be an astralum that I take? Not being weakened. Motherwort. And I'm not diseased. So I don't know what to take for weakened. So I'll have to check. Cure weakened. Oh, sorry, age. Read the Book of Temporal Incarnation. Alright, so I have to do that next time. Alright, so it's been 2 hours. Thank you everyone for coming. I'm going to have to save my map on my desk so I don't forget. Map of the Dark Forest. I might just restore and I'll do that again next time. So thank you for coming. 2 hour stream's my limit. If you could give the video a thumbs up, that would do great. And if someone in the chat could just say ghost potatoes, so I know you've heard my goodbye and my thanks for coming, that would be me a very big favour, thank you. Though I can actually check myself, but